See? Okay, so I've got my bones. I've got everything kind of sheared the way that I want it. I'm going to double click into my V in Glyphs. In Glyphs, it's cool. Like if I look at the full font panel here, I can show you that, I can see all my letters at once. And then I can just, I can either double, shift select or command select certain letters to kind of open them together. And then if you want to type out anything, you can just start typing. If you want to recall a letter, right now I want to work on the V. And then you can just double click in and paste in anything from Adobe Illustrator, which is really cool. So you can work, pretty seamlessly between the two. So when I copy it in, it'll usually say unusual bounds. Do you want to correct them? And I always say correct them. And then it'll always paste it in the most unhinged place on the canvas. So I'll just bring it over here and kind of scale things up.
So Katie was saying that it's like a condensed Victorian inspired situation with some fancy serif action. And
Ooh.
she's also saying that she took the class with type electives. I don't know about that class.
Oh, nice. Type electives. Yeah. Oh, that's great. We're collecting. Jose, you should write that down for me. We should put that in the show notes. That's like
Yep.
type electives, because I feel like I'm always trying to remember all the great type programs, and I could only ever remember like 2 of them. So that's perfect.
I got it.
Okay. Filter. So then what I do is after I have my strokes in here, it's just a live line. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go path, tidy up paths, and that will just get all my anchor points so that the handles on like curves are connected. So if I move it one way, it's all smooth, and anything that is a corner has a broken kind of handle that can move independent of one another. So all my anchor points are good right now. What I'll probably end up doing, because this V very closely mirrors like my J and like I think it's like my R. Is it my R or is it my B, or is it's not those? Is it, which one is it? Let's see. I have one that has like, my M and my N. That's right. Okay, so if I pull up my M and my N, we're always talking about rhythm. What I really want it to be is like very similar to this kind of swash moment here. And actually, since we last talked, and I'm just like noticing there's like, do you see this like weird kind of like flat on my curve? I'm sure the good type gals see it. It's like there's something that's like just kind of causing some flatness there. It's amazing how just time away from your font will help you see like weird inconsistency. So I'm just like, okay, I need to fix that there and I need to fix that here. And that's so much smoother. So like that's kind of half of designing a font, is just like having the eye at the end of it to like be able to clearly see the weird little like knobs and places that aren't smooth or things like that. So yeah, that's like a good note. Is like always give yourself time to just step away.
That's all you need sometimes, a fresh pair of eyes.
Fresh pair of eyes to just like look at it clearly. So then what I'll do is just go filter and offset curve. And this is just like path, offset curve in Illustrator, and you can just add thickness. And so it won't be perfect, but it kind of just gets me to a starting point, which is nice. So I usually always just save the settings for exactly what I had done the last time. So I can just hit OK. If I want, I can bring in, an element from another letter if I really want it to be super consistent. But I think I'm just going to build this one out from scratch. I kind of want it to be a little bit different. So my first step is to open this bottom corner. I'm just going to go Control and click that anchor point, and I'm going to say Open Corner. And that just allows me to move this whole section of this lettering independently of that other point. If I had done it without, opening that corner, you can see how if I move it, it messes up the left side too, which I don't want. So I always try to open all my corners where I can. So I'm going to go ahead and redo that. Go ahead, open that corner so they can be moved independently. They have their own lives. They are fraternal twins, not identical. Jose, you're a twin. I forget, are you fraternal or identical?
I am identical. You guys are too, right?
We're not, but we look it.
You guys totally look identical.
We so look it. It's crazy. I used to not think so. I used to be offended. I'm like, we're so different. How can you not see it? Now I'm like, I see photos of us. I'm like, who's that? Which one is that now?
How were you guys when you were little? Would you want to have like your own personality? Because I know with my brother, I used to be the one that would split us up and be like, no, I'm my own person.
Yeah,
I have my own interests.
Yes, that's so funny. Jen is totally that person. She's like, if we end up wearing the same color somewhere, she's like, I have to go in and change. Like, she will go in and take the clothes. She's like, we're not doing this. We're not doing this. But I don't know about you, Jose, but my mom made us dress the same for years, and it left a mark. Like, we are very against dressing the same because...
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
She used to do the same outfit for both of us.
Oh, did she? And she gave you different colors? It's so
No, different
traumatizing.
colors, the same thing,
The
but bought a
same
copy
exact thing.
of each outfit.
Oh my gosh. At least my mom gave us our own unique colors. But then, of course, she stuck me with pink, which, like, I hate pink to this day. I was like, I am not a Barbie. I'm not a Barbie. I don't want this. Jen always got blue, which was way cooler. But
Blue is
alas,
cool.
this has become a twin stream accidentally. All right, let's see. So I'm just kind of finessing my thicks and thins. I'm kind of thinking about like, okay, if I'm drawing this, like where are my upstrokes, where are my downstrokes, like, where can I put the weights, where can I put the heavy parts and the thin parts and all that kind of thing. So you can see I thinned out my upstroke on the right-hand side of my V because I think it'll be a downstroke on the left side, so that'll be a little heavier. And I'm just kind of finessing curves. What I usually like to do if I can is I like to repeat as much as I can. So I will just copy segments all day long. I'll just copy a segment and paste it in and just reconnect it where it makes sense. And I find that just keeps the rhythm really nice. And it just feels good. So I'm just going to go ahead and, if you can add an anchor point to a segment by just hitting P on your keyboard in Glyphs, and it'll bring up your pen tool with an add anchor point. And then once you have the anchor points, if you click them again, it will break them. So it cuts the segment. So I can just delete the old segment and start kind of bringing this together in a meaningful way.
Ronnie was saying that's how they get all that work done. There's 4 of them.
There's,
You got us.
we got,
You know our secret now.
oh my gosh, Jose, what a gimmick if we could get your brother in on
Can you
Hoodzpah.
imagine?
That would be insane. It would honestly be distracting. I think clients would just be so confused.
I know, yeah. They'll spend the whole meeting trying to figure out what's going on.
Yeah, like who am I talking to? Which one is this? What do I? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, me and Jen like really try not to lean into it. It's become like, I know it's part of the shtick a little bit accidentally. It's just nature of like, it kind of is like a freak show moment. People are like, oh my gosh, mutants.
Yep.
But yeah, we try not to lean into it too much if we don't have to. But at the beginning of every client call, we always forget we have to be like, oh yeah, we're twins. Just like get it out of the way. Yep, we're twins. Yep.
Right.
And moving on.
So, could type. Forgot who it was. Oh, it was Katie. Katie was saying, yeah, they figured out the secret formula. That's the secret formula. Actually, when I signed my contract for Hoodzpah, there was a little checkbox that I had to mark and say, "Are you a twin?" Yes, I am. And I get the point.
It was in the agreement. That's
Yep.
so funny.
It's part of it.
It's just, unfortunately, we have a very specific set of credentials, and yeah. Okay, so this is interesting. There's definitely some things that I want to kind of riff on. So usually what I'll do is I'll just go ahead and keep this one, and I'll just go I think it's Command D will duplicate. Yep, so if you hit Command D when your cursor is right in front of the letter in Glyphs, it will duplicate the letters. So I've got, now you can see down here, this one is V.001, and this one is V.